How you feeling? You got John Riggs here, and look at what I found at the Portland Retro Gaming Expo. This is the TurboGrafx-16, kind of like an art book. It's called Pixellence from Sun Team. Has some turbo kind of art on the inside here. I love the TurboGrafx-16, one of my favorite systems of all time, absolutely. Doesn't get enough love, and I was so happy to find this book for a great price too. So let's open it up and check out the inside. So here we have the Pixellence TurboGrafx-16 Turbo Chip book by Sun Team. It's kind of cool. It has this kind of plasticky protective cover on the front. I like that. I wish more books had that. It's not a very thick book, but we'll go through it really quickly here just so I can show you what it's all about. Starts out with a table of contents, nice and clean. I love it. Starts with Keith Courage and Alpha Zone. This was the pack-in for the TurboGrafx-16. It tells you the maker. This is Hudson Soft. A lot of these games are going to be Hudson Soft. Even tells you the Japanese title, which I thought was really cool that it shows that. This came out in 1989, and it shows like a full page of like one of the levels of the game. This is what the game looks like when you're playing it. And then on the other side, it'll show you a few things, a little synopsis about the game, and maybe a little history behind it too. It's kind of cool that they have that. Got Blazing Lasers, one of the best shmups for any system, rather, perfectly for the TurboGrafx-16, known in Japan as Gunhead, or maybe it's Gunheed. We'll see. Victory Run, this was their version of Outrun. Actually says their version of Outrun pretty much right here. So, you know, it's just cool to see. Cool to have here. Alien Crush, come on, what a great pinball video game title, video pinball. You know, Legendary Axe, funny thing, I never actually really played Legendary Axe much. I never had it. When I had a TurboGrafx-16, when it was, you know, when it just came out. Legendary Axe was one of those games I never picked up. I played it a little bit just through emulation, but I really should grab one of these times here. Vigilante, another classic. Got Dragon Spirit, great version of this. There is a Nintendo version of this game, but super awesome for the TurboGrafx-16. Another classic, Fantasy Zone. Just love the classic Sega, you know, color palette kind of thing that they have going on here. We have Dungeon Explorer. I've heard a lot of great things about this. This is another one of those games I really haven't put a lot of time into. The cool thing about going through a book like this is you can go through it. It's like, well, you know, this is the kind of game I like. I want to play a game that looks like this. I totally have. I totally can this whole time. In fact, it came out in 1989. I've had over 20 years to play a game like this. I really should just hunker down, and that's another purchase I should pick up. R-Type, one of my favorite shmups of all time. I prefer the vertical as opposed to the horizontal shooters. R-Type's huge fan of R-Type. China Warrior, what a silly game. Huge graphics, but it's so weird and clunky. This guy especially. I love the drunken master over here. All right, came out in Japan as the Kung Fu. I don't have China Warrior, but I do have the Kung Fu. I have the Japanese version of this game. Got Sidearms, another great game. This was the game. I believe it's the same for the TurboGrafx-16, but your A and B buttons, or your 1 and 2 buttons for Turbo. For the TurboGrafx-16, your 1 and 2 buttons, your 2 button shoots, you know, one way, and the other button flips you around and shoots the other way. Thought it was kind of creative in that one. Aero Blasters, a lot of shmups for the TurboGrafx-16 for sure. A lot of shmups. Kind of a sticky page here. Well, that's kind of cool. Shows you both pages. Has a little bit of a bend up in the corner there, so I'm trying not to turn it too much. I've heard a lot of good things about this game too. Looks very cartoony. Looks like my kind of game. That guy especially. Looking forward to that. One of the greatest platformers here. I love Bonk's Adventure. I'll play it right now. But instead I'm reading about it. Bloody Wolf, that's another fun game. Had a lot of fun playing Bloody Wolf. Got Bravo Man. We'll just kind of go through the book here pretty quickly here. Crater Maze, kind of a fun action puzzle game here. Devil's Crush, this was the one, especially when the face opens up like that. Ooh, creepy stuff, man. Creepy stuff. Dragon's Curse, this was like kind of like a Monster World kind of game. We have JJ and Jeff. That was another kind of silly game, but it was still kind of fun. I played it for the sake of playing. I played it because I had it. I didn't have a whole lot of TurboGrafx-16 games when I was growing up. Superstar Soldier. What else we got here? Come on now. I swear there's a page. There is. Okay. It's like extra static when they're both dark pages. I don't know if that's intentional or not, but that's kind of a couple of cool graphics there. Probably from Superstar Soldier. Legendary Axe 2. Again, and this one looks little bit more unpolished compared to the first one, but I'd still be interested in playing that one too. Maybe next convention I'll be on the hunt for both of them. Ninja Spirit, that's a fun game. Recommend that one. Pac-Land, I used to have Pac-Land. I love the cartoon. The game is fun. I had to set it so the controller moves right and left, and then the buttons jump. The arcade version is you have to keep hitting the button one way or the other way. Like, the more you hit it, the faster you run. It's kind of a weird setup there. Psychosis came out as Paranoia in Japan. Kind of a fun shmup there. Raiden, can never go wrong. Bonk's Revenge. If you like Bonk's Adventure, you'll love Bonk's Revenge, the ballet dinosaur. Love that one. Impossible was just a fun, comic style platformer. Liked Impossible, all right. Legend of Hero Toma. This is one of those, man. If you can find it, best of luck to you. One guy I wish I had in my collection. Parasol Stars was another one I did have. It was from the guys who did Bubble Bobble, but you have the umbrella. Can I help you out? Or your parasol, if you will. Sinistron, admittedly, is one game I have never heard of. That's another reason why I love books like this. You find these games that you've never even heard of. Looks like a vertical shooter though, or a horizontal shooter rather. It looks like a horizontal shooter, so I'd be down for playing that one for sure. Turrican, love the Turrican games. Got Air Zonk, that'd be another one if you can find it. Pick it up cheap. These must be the Air Zonk enemies here. I like that guy with the drills on him. How fun. Jackie Chan's Action Kung Fu. I have the Nintendo version of this, but I don't have this one. But this one looks fantastic. Love to find a copy of that. We're getting pretty much near the end of the book here. Going by year. Now we're in 1992. We got Dead Moon. We have a Ghost Manor. Ghost Manor. They've had versions of Ghost Manor for various systems. New Adventure Island. Night Creatures is another one I've heard of but never played. Looks interesting enough. All right, check that out. Samurai Ghost. Look at this. This is the size of this guy. I just love the colors. TurboGrafx-16. Love the gradient on that. Soldier Blade. We have Time Cruise. Shockman. Shockman's fun. I played Shockman. Oh. And then now we're into 93. Oh, when it shows something like this, that's the segue into the new year. So now we're in 1993. This is when the system starts slowing down a bit. We got Bomberman 93. It's a hard one to find. We have Bonk's Big Adventure. Look at the size of Bonk on this one. It's another one I haven't played, really. I should check that out. We have Magical Chase. That's the grail for the system right there. Magical Chase. I think one recently sold for, in the 5 digits. Complete. So Magical Chase, and that brings us to the end of our book from Sun Team. Again, this is the TurboGrafx-16 Turbo Chip. Just a little, just a fun book, and I just wanted to show it off to you. I'm a huge fan of TurboGrafx-16, so I was super happy to find this book. Now, it looks like the book was made in November of 2015. That was for the first edition from Paul Weller, and it lists some links, including the Facebook page, Facebook/Obey PC Engine. So you might want to check them out, as well as Sun Team and at Twitter @SunTeam. So a couple of links there. I'll leave those in the description below for your chance to maybe find yours. I didn't know this existed, but on the back it says sunteam.co.uk. So maybe it was a European thing, and maybe that's why I didn't hear of this until just now. I wish I would have heard about this a year ago. I would have picked it up. I would have backed it, whatever the case was. So so thank you for making this. And throwing this out there, if you want to make another one based on the PC Engine Duo or the CDs as well, I'd be down for it. So here it is, the TurboGrafx-16 book. Huge fan, and I thank you for watching. Take care.